Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And holy smokes, I'm in bad shape again. Good golly, Miss Molly. I got my stuff from the Veterans Administration, medications, in the mail. So I got my Tylenol, ibuprofen, a muscle relaxer, a box of lidocaine patches, and this topical ointment to put on. And it wasn't a good day. I was having a lot of pain up here, but I was surviving. It wasn't a great day, but that's life. And I tried the lidocaine patch, and it didn't really do anything. The ointment, I'm not sure, but I've been taking the muscle relaxer, the ibuprofen, and the Tylenol. Oh, boy, oh, boy. And last night, as I was lying in bed, finally getting ready to settle down, I was laying here, and I can't even move my right arm for this. I hooked my right thumb, caught the bottom of my shirt, and then pulled it downward to try and get rid of some of the wrinkles underneath my body. Oh my God. From my shoulder to my elbow, that line where my radial nerve runs through suddenly felt like it shot to 2,000 degrees. And not only that, there was right around where the injury occurred, where I severed my radial nerve, there was a horrendous tearing feeling inside. Oh my God, it was just incredibly painful. And now it's hurt like that all night. I slept for like 2 hours, and I have been in agony. Worse than before. When I had mentioned that it on my injury spot there, that it felt like someone has hauled off and hit me right there with like a 20-pound mallet swung with all of their weight. Yeah, it feels like that from here down to my elbow now. Oh God. And then this morning, I was doing something that I thought was really minor because I was trying to be careful with my arm. And it did it again. Not as bad, but oh my God. So I am in absolute agony. And yeah, I don't even have a pillow underneath. Ow, I hit my lower arm with my hand. Oh, and it is cramped. Oh, God. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I've got just this underneath my head now, because if I move my head up too high or anything like that, it is just an ice pick grinding into the base of my neck. Oh. So I'm in great shape, which is to say I'm, of course, not in great shape. Such is life. And I look goofy as all hell here. My apologies for looking goofy, because I've been laying on my side for a week and a half now. But my poor hair. Oh well. So yeah, it's not a good day. It hasn't been a good night. There were some things I wanted to talk about, things that I've seen online, but ever since that happened, Chihuahua, I don't have much I can even remember that I've wanted to say. So, yay. Oh, one big thing that happened. One of the reasons that my arm was not feeling so good is I actually went into the other room to turn on my Xbox and see, hey, how will it feel if I sit in a chair? And as I was loading up my Xbox, it comes up with an error. An E100, because it needs to install an update, and it puts up the update screen, and then it says I'm going to start to download, and then it crashes out with an error. It's a E200 or E100, something like that, and with a whole bunch of other things. And so I look them up online to see what is going on, and it's like, okay, well, if you're doing this, then that means you need to download the update onto a USB stick, unzip the update onto your stick, and then update your Xbox from the USB drive. Great. Okay. So I did all that, popped in the stick, and it crashes out with a different error. Okay, so I looked up that error, and it says, well, if you have this error, try this, or your console is broken. So all of a sudden, my Xbox Series S might just be dead. I'm going to have to try and work on it when I'm able to think, because, oh my gosh, right now I am concentrating and fixating on the agony in my arm. One thing that I did do last night was I tried listening to music as I was trying to go to sleep. There is a 6.5 hour album set that is a musical representation of what it is like to fall into dementia. 6.5 hours. It's also released on like 6 albums that you can buy. Or is it 10? But it starts off with like really nostalgic, nice sounding stuff. You know, vintage, like 1920 soundy stuff. But since it's a audio representation of dementia, halfway through it, it had gone from, you know, piano sounds and all this to just sort of generic electronic blips and bloops. And the songs weren't real songs anymore. They were just sort of flowing sorts of things. And I imagine as the album goes on, it gets more and more disturbing. There are people that have done retrospectives on this where they say that they've just been crying at the end. So, yay! But past that, I am alive. I am exhausted. I am in agony. And yay! I have to make calls to the Veterans Administration for a pain clinic and to get the walker because they need to see me in person, so I need to call them. I couldn't call them yesterday, and I don't want to call them today, but I have to. But holy smokes. It's not the end of the world. It's still altogether, it's long and painful and awful, but it is 95% likely just to be something that, you know, in another month I'll be going, wow, can you remember how much that hurt? Instead of, oh my God, that hurts. So I am positive in a this isn't going to be like this for the rest of my life kind of way, but I'm negative in that it feels like this right now. So what am I going to do for creative stuff? Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I am just fixated on the agony in my arm. Yay. I'm not going to worry about much of anything except I'm going to try not to fixate on the agony because that doesn't help. Still, though, thank you each and every one of you that has donated through PayPal or has left me comments or has just been nice in any way. The money definitely helps. I mean, I was going to be just flat out hosed like a Christmas monkey without anybody's help. I am not going to be hosed like a Christmas monkey. Thank you all. For the rest of it, yeah, it's just comments, but again, it does feel good. It is nice to know that there are people out there and they are pulling for me, so thank you. So, checking my time on this, holy smokes, they keep getting longer and longer. Wow. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that is indeed a very good thing. Any news or information or anything like that that comes out, I will keep you updated. And that's a good thing. Here I'm moving my mouse around so I can get it to the stop recording section. Yay. So you take care.